All right, what's up, everybody? I am just here in Newport Beach, California today doing some traveling for work and vacationing out here also as well, just taking some extra days to rest. Um, so I will be a little bit more out of commission for a few days, but I wanted to jump on here and make a quick video because it's been quite a while since I've made a video and the market has been just ripping to the upside. So I wanted to give a couple updates to people that are newer or might just be interested in staying in touch. But earlier today, I did a 10K giveaway. So for people that are not familiar with that, it is an account that I'm trading 3 strategies on. And every week that there are net profit in the account above 10K, I give half of the net profits away, and the other half of the net profits stay in the account to cover down weeks. So today we gave away $500 just from the last week of trading, pretty solid. Obviously, this last week has been very bullish. So the 3 strategies I've been trading are a 15-minute Solana strategy that you can see here. And you can see this one's just been doing really, really well. A 30-minute injective strategy. And this strategy is one I specifically made for, it's not for public right now, but I did make a version of it and posted that in the Discord. That is just basically about as good as this one is, if not in some ways better. So I'm trading that one, and this one has been a little bit more sideways. You can see it took a couple big losses. Was that a couple weeks ago? But since then, it's been just performing super well. And even here now, it got in a trade earlier this morning or late yesterday maybe, and there was some pullbacks, but it's already up to break even right now. So yeah, this bull run has been pretty powerful to the upside. I'm not a macro analyst by any means, but from what I'm seeing and how quickly the pullbacks are bought up, it does seem like this is a really powerful move. I did not expect it to get to 90K, Bitcoin to get to 90K nearly as fast as it has. But yeah, jumping to a 2-hour time frame, you can see that even this pullback to like 85 and a half that happened over the last few hours was pretty much immediately bought up, which is just nuts. Maybe we'll have a little bit more of a pullback if we don't break the highs right now at about 90K. Tomorrow we might see some more pullbacks, but I just don't fade the trending market is my opinion. Nothing I'm saying here is financial advice, but it does seem like this is a very powerful move. Only happens once every 3 or 4 years. You'll see something this powerful. So it's what we've waited for quite a while. I'm just holding. I've actually sold a little bit of my long-term holdings already because my numbers were, as soon as it hit 80K, slowly start scaling out. So I've sold 3 to 5% of my long-term holdings because I've been holding since 16 to 20K, and you got to take profits at some point. So over the next month, I'm going to be slowly taking profits on some long-term holdings and some long-term leverage positions I've been in, and let my strategies continue trading. So I'm going to get a little bit more into USDT and let the strategies take over and kind of protect my capital from there. But let's jump into a few new strategies that I posted. One is, I don't know how you say this, SUI or SUI, whatever the name is for this. So this one is a 5-minute. I'm just using the demo bands. So these are bands that I have made just kind of as I'm developing the 5-minute time frame strategies, and it's actually been working really well across assets. So anyway, this is a new strategy I just posted. You can see since the first day, which is not that much back testing history, it's done really well. And had just a small max drawdown now. Because the net profits are basically 200%, that net drawdown or the max drawdown is not super accurate because some of these drawdowns will be more than 7%, but because of the equity that is in the account when the drawdown happens, it only is 7% of the accumulated account size. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, but anyway, high average trade and a trending asset. So for those who are a little bit more degen, this strategy is hopefully going to do pretty well for y'all. Just, my personal opinion is I'm not going to over leverage myself on altcoins. A couple other real quick updates here. Let's see. Solana, I made an hour Solana strategy. This one is for users that have a really high fee from their exchange, and so the average trade is, as you can see, very high average trade. The downside to this is being an hour strategy, it's going to take bigger hits because it will stay in trades longer, and in bear markets that means it's going to be taking bigger hits. You can see like this mainly took hits back here when it was kind of full on dumping. I'm pretty sure this was maybe somewhere on the FTX collapse. I don't know for sure when that happened. But anyway, 600 net profit percent over the lifetime of the asset is not bad at all. Actually, very, very reasonable with commission of 0.4, and you could put your commission wherever it is. I mean, even if it's 0.1, 0.15, you're still going to have a high enough average trade to do real well. So for those who are interested in hour-long time frame strategies, this one actually is taking pretty good advantage of the run-up. So, take it or leave it. I'm not personally allocating funds to this because I have too many other strategies I'm trading right now. But for those who are interested, this is a new strategy that I posted. Okay, last couple things real fast. I'm going to look at a couple strategies. Let's actually look at a Bitcoin strategy because it's been a minute since we've done that. So this is a 10-minute Bitcoin. It does not take a ton of trades, but it does generally tend to do really, really well. Like incredible max drawdown, and it just generally tends to find great places to enter the trade. Average trade is a bit lower. I mean, this is with 0.27, so if you put it 0.4, it's going to be a little bit lower than that. So unfortunately, during sideways and bear markets, it's not going to be able to keep up with higher fees. But during bull markets, even the 5-minute, the 10-minute strategy should be able to keep up with a bit higher fees. You can see it's 0.24. But recently, if you were just to look at the last couple months, I bet it's going to be much higher. Let's just even look at November, because this is really when the rally actually started. Yeah, it started a bit later, but you can see average trade is way higher for November. Let's look at October and November. That'll definitely bring it down a little bit more. But yeah, when the market is when the market's sideways, that's really when this doesn't do super well. So anyway, that's just something to keep in mind. If you do have higher fees, it is possible to still use lower time frame strategies, but you can generally only use those in bull runs. And anyway, that is kind of the reason they're designed. Like the 5-minute strategies here are much more effective, much more volatile with the asset, but much more effective in the bull runs. So anyway, all right, so let's keep moving. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to look at KAS. This is a strategy that I originally posted for just the OG members. So there is a channel on our Discord for the longest standing 25 members. For those who are new, if you stay around long enough, spots slowly open up, and I will filter people into that thread on our channel on the Discord. But basically, it's the longest standing 25 members, and if anyone cancels, the next runner-up gets added to the channel. But it's just a few extra strategies and indicators for people who are been around since the beginning or for the longest. Anyway, so this is one that I posted and I have been trading, but you can see KS took a major dump, and it actually kind of makes me question this asset, because while everything else was holding sideways more, this one, every sign of weakness in the market, it dumped extra hard, and even the signs of strength, it really has not held up. Like it's already down from its recent highs. It's still down like 13%. So it's when the market shows weakness, it's not recovering nearly as well as everything else. So I probably will give this a little bit longer to run, but the asset itself just seems kind of weak, as opposed to Floki, which I don't know. I have not heard a whole lot about this asset recently. It's been around probably for a couple years, but you can see like it's made new highs recently in the last year, and it did. I mean, that's a major dump, but it made higher lows over the last few weeks and month or so, and it's the run to the upside. Like it's really taken off to the upside with everything else. So that's kind of what you're looking for, something that responds. You know, it's up 51% off the recent lows, while Bitcoin is up. You know, Bitcoin's also up a hefty amount, but it is responding stronger to the upside, and I mean, probably still pretty heavily to the downside. It's 13%, but it's already back up to its highs again. So anyway, in my opinion, that is the sign of a bit stronger altcoin. Again, this is not financial advice, but anyway, for anyone that is interested, I will actually show the settings here real fast. So this is the Bumper Bands 30, and here are the settings that I use to trade this. And then all I'm using here is, I'm not even using a threshold. I'm just using slope. So this is a BBWP, moving average slope is negative and flat. And then I'm using the Bumper Bands indicator, and that's it, with an emergency risk stop and a take profit. So I'm not even taking any days out. So if you want to make it a little bit safer, you probably could take Thursdays, Sundays, and or Tuesdays or Wednesdays out. You can kind of mess with that if you want. But anyway, this strategy is very simple and obviously very profitable. So anyway, for anyone interested in that, I will share those settings. But I want to keep moving on here. Super is another altcoin that I am watching strongly. You can see that it's done pretty well. I think this is probably since the first day at 2023. So this has not been, it doesn't have a long back test history. So it's kind of hard to make a great strategy for this asset. And you can see recently, even I've been trading this for about a month, and my account is actually net negative. But I do expect this to recover and do pretty well. So this is one that I have posted as well. All right, I'm gonna leave it off there. I think we looked at most of the new stuff. But all the other strategies seem to be hanging in there pretty well. This is like the 2-hour strategy. If this closes soonish, I expect it to be a win. If it holds out too long, who knows? I expect there to be a bit of a pullback in the market, but really, it's really hard to call that right now. There is an hour strategy. This one's freaked out, but let me try to refresh it real fast here and see if this shows up. I don't know if it's gonna work, but there is an hour-long strategy I've posted in the Discord as well, and this one is doing great. So for anyone that's interested in, I don't know why TradingView does this. It's kind of a caching error, but there's a few other strategies in the Discord that, if you are new and haven't checked out, I would just kind of go through and decide what you want to trade, make your own adjustments if you so desire, and most importantly, stay safe out there. Happy trading, and I'll see you guys in the next one.